once again, the Nitro Party sponsored by Mug Root Beer. The foam goes straight to your brain, and had their own announce team there, didn't they, Mike?
How about that?
How about that?
Well, the crowd gets to my brain, too. I had to go. You know, that's what I think of Dusty Rhodes and his gag order. Idiot.
Well, we continue with the action here on WCW Monday Nitro. Kaz Hayashi makes his way out. I want to remind you, fans, I'm going to be talking to one Diamond Dallas Page a little bit later on. And, you know, so much has been said ever since Page came out a week ago, talking about his surprise, his newest member of Team WCW. He's going to have some news about War Games and Team WCW. Is it firm? And Bischoff says no, and we'll have to ask Page himself, is Warrior part of this team or not?
Well, great. Who better to shed light on the situation than the captain of Team WCW, DDP Diamond Dallas Page, later in this broadcast.
Dean Malenko.
Now here comes a wrestler's wrestler walking to the ring with his head up high. I like this guy.
Yeah, he's your type of guy, living legend. No nonsense, knows all the holes, knows how to get out of many holes.
This is not the place for nonsense.
Very serious competitor, Dean Malenko, and a man who has taken the seriousness to a new level when he's referring to the Horsemen, wanting to rekindle the Horsemen. And when you think about the history of our great sport, when you especially go back in the 80s, starting, let's talk about 1985 until the present, Horsemen have always been a big part of pro wrestling, and Malenko wants to bring all that back again.
Huge foundation in World Championship Wrestling, really the cornerstone of WCW for so many years. The Four Horsemen, and Malenko wants to be a part of that rebirth, that revival of the Horsemen group.
You know, Malenko may have no choice. Tradition runs through this man's blood, and the Horsemen are a part of wrestling tradition.
Huge experience edge for Dean Malenko over the youngster Kaz Hayashi, young man in his early 20s from Japan. Not Kaz Hayashi's first appearance on a Nitro, and a couple of months ago when he appeared on Monday Nitro, we were certainly impressed with him as Malenko just neutralizes him with the reverse chin lock.
My one grandfather was Kaz. Not Japanese, Polish. Kazma. Called him Kaz.
We understand, Larry.
From Chicago.
Yes, we do. Anything else you need to tell us?
No, I got way too many relatives here.
I bet you do. And driving the knee to the forehead, Dean Malenko. Superb technical wrestling skill, side headlock, and a wide vertical base. Malenko, in his efforts to rekindle the Horsemen, to bring them back together, to bring them back to their glory, has found a number of enemies. Number one, I guess, would be the man who is responsible for the breakup of the Horsemen a year ago, one Curt Hennig.
Yeah, the man who originally broke up the Horsemen, Curt Hennig. And who can ever forget the fateful night, well, almost 1 year ago at Fall Brawl, the War Games, when Hennig turned on the Horsemen.
Hey, Malenko's in a position you don't see it often.
Hayashi back to the attack, and he comes with a big European uppercut. Well, fans, as we told you earlier, we're going to be talking to one Diamond Dallas Page. Roddy Piper's in attendance, and as we begin the revolution, we can only wonder what the Warrior has in store for WCW fans. To cover 1, 2, we got a 2 count. What the Warrior has in store for us here tonight is Malenko with the leg scissor on the head. Fans, we'll be back after this timeout on Monday Nitro.
Figure 4.
Dean Malenko continues his assault on Kaz Hayashi here. And, you know, we've talked so much about the Warriors' presence and the revolution, and Roddy Piper being here tonight, and we're going to hear from Diamond Dallas Page. It always seems to build to this point as we head to War Games, not only with 3 teams this year and the one-man winning going on to face Goldberg for the world title coming up at Halloween Havoc, but because it's the most dangerous time of the year. It's the most dangerous match, Larry.
If you look at the statistics, the most numerous and the most serious injuries happened in War Games. I was in one. That's when I started golfing.
Well, 2 huge points, Tony, that you brought up. When you factor in, twisting, corkscrew, splash in mid-air by Hayashi. When you factor in the 3 teams for the very first time ever, plus the winner of the War Games is in line for a title shot with Goldberg, it's going to be the biggest War Games ever at Fall Brawl.
I really think different rules, as you know, and Dean Malenko with a short clothesline, sending Kaz Hayashi down. He'll pick him up to do it again.
Well, he holds on to that wrist.
That's a great power move by Hayashi, and a bridge to boot, and he almost beat him.
Didn't get that bridge up fast enough, and That gave Malenko an extra second to wiggle out of that.
Boy, Hayashi realized how close he was to what would have been one of our biggest upsets ever on WCW Monday Nitro. Ooh, that was a great counter move. That time he just ducked low and also drove the shoulder into the midsection of Malenko. Here comes Dean Malenko, the Iceman up top. Thrown off by Hayashi and trying to moonsault, but Malenko's knees up in the nick of time. And look at this, comes right back.
Roll up Mahistral cradle. No, only two.
He almost beat him again, and this young man, again, very impressive on Nitro, rising to the occasion here on this capacity crowd on this live telecast.
Getting aggressive. You may fool Dean once or twice. You're not going to fool him 3 times in a row. And Kaz's combinations just weren't adequate enough, and Malenko's got him hooked.
Put him down with a power bomb, and now with the Texas Cloverleaf, he's got even the fans come to their feet.
He's sitting down on it. That's the pressure.
And the referee calls the bell, and this one is over. Dean Malenko fought through this one, guys.
No nonsense.
And Kaz Hayashi came to fight.
What a great showing by Kaz Hayashi. Even in defeat, the experience edge of Malenko really saw him turn it on at the end.